All right, folks, how are we doing? Today we are talking about 3 MMA different workout routines that you can use to start dominating your fights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through an article that I've written, but I'm going to break it down a little bit. I'm going to give you some more information. I'm going to show you some video examples of specific exercises that I think are going to give you a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to improving your MMA conditioning, your strength, your power. Okay, so if we're scrolling down here, you'll see I've divided it into 3 workouts. I've got a power workout, a strength workout, and a conditioning workout. So 3 different focuses. If we look at the first one, a power workout. So this is kind of the workout for you if you've got like a good base of strength, but you don't seem to be very explosive. Maybe you feel your strikes could be a little bit faster. Are you finding that maybe your opponents are quite easily able to maybe block or slip or evade your strikes more often than you'd like? And power is probably a good shout for you. Okay, a power workout might be a good idea. What I've written here, a nice little example, something that can be performed anything from 1 to 3 times per week. You would go with 3 sets of 5 jump squats, 3 sets of 10 alternating leg bounds, some med ball one-arm throws. I'll get a video of that up for you in a mo, and some med ball overhead throws like this. You've got a lot of different ideas, varieties. These are just some example upper and lower body power movements. There are plenty of different plyometrics and upper body explosive movements you can put in. So this is just an example. Going to move down here and I'm going to show you some single arm med ball throws. Got a nice little video prepped. This guy, you guys, so it doesn't blast through the speaker right here. Look at the speed. Look at the power which he's doing these. Nice and aggressive, driving through each side. I'm sure you can see like the immediate carryover that's going to have to strikes, right? Nice and simple example power exercise. What you do, you then rest maybe 1 or 2 minutes and then hit another set of that. So you're getting like nice explosive work, plenty of rest in between. What I've got here is just a little link to a custom workout thing. So if you want someone to design it or specifically me to design a program for you, you can find links there. If you're interested, you'll find it somewhere in the description or somewhere on the page. We're going to carry on. An MMA strength training workout. So this would be like your second type of workout. So how do you know if this is right for you? You are someone, maybe you're connecting with your strikes quite a bit, but you are not seeming to do the damage that you want. You might be struggling to maybe knock or stagger opponents, or maybe when it gets to like the grappling, do you find yourself just getting ragdolled around, just getting thrown left, right, and center? You probably just need more base strength, like more general strength. So here's what I've got for you. A simple MMA strength workout, okay? And you guys don't need to overcomplicate this. You don't need to be thinking of loads of sport-specific stuff, okay? What you do to fight is what you do to fight. What you do in the gym is completely separate. It's just to get you strong, right? 3 sets of 5 front squat, 3 sets of 5 bench press, 3 sets of 5 pull-ups. Nice and simple, okay? So you've got something to develop some leg strength, a little bit of upper back strength, something to develop some push, and something to develop some pull, okay? Really simple, all at about 2 RAR, which means like 2 reps in reserve. So you feel you could maybe do, I don't know, 2 more reps in the tank that you feel you could do if you really needed to. You absolutely don't need to train to failure all the time to make progress. There's plenty of literature to back it up. And I've trained athletes for about a decade now, and I've very much found that to be the case. So we're going to move it down. Nice little example. I'm sure you've all seen a front squat before. Here is a little video. Again, I'll mute it because it'll just be me doing some front squats of some variety. But look, mid-set. So you're just going straight down, straight up. You're trying to keep those elbows up, really load the quads, go plenty heavy, pull some beautiful faces like I'm pulling there. So that's an example of a front squat. See those, doing those in my kitchen. So that must have been like 2019, 2020 COVID era type workout. Your last one, like a conditioning type workout, right? So how do you know if you need a more conditioning style of workout? You might feel like you're an absolute machine for the first few minutes of your fight, but then it feels like you get worse as the fight goes on. You might find that you get tired really quickly in hard sparring sessions, or perhaps you find yourself, are you one of those people that you do like lazy takedown attempts or just lazy grappling? You're just like hugging a person, clinging to them to avoid more striking. Yeah, that's probably you. If that's you, you need more conditioning. If you're finding that your striking starts really sharp, but then gets a bit slower, a bit sloppier as you fatigue, then you need to be bringing some conditioning workouts into your game plan. So here's what I've got planned here. It's something I call like combat intervals. So it's a type of MMA conditioning that develops power endurance, lactate buffering, and aerobic capacity all in one to make you an absolute beast of a fighter. Ideally for this one, you're going to want to use something like a heavy bag, maybe a training dummy, so you can perform a short sequence of high effort but simple strikes, maybe even some ground and pound work. If you have a partner, you can do some partner drills, maybe even some simple takedown defenses, sprawls. But the goal is you want to do about 5 seconds on, have about 15 seconds active rest. When I say active rest, I mean, you know, guard's still up, you're still moving around side to side, you're not just stood there like an absolute lettuce, okay? You're still moving, you're still on your feet. You're going to repeat that 10 times, and that is going to be 1 round. Then you're going to perform 3 rounds total with about 2 minutes rest in between those rounds, okay? So the quality is really up there. Every single one of those active working intervals is high intensity, high effort, and you're go, go, go. Those little on, off to get that real fight-like rhythm, okay? If you do that, your condition is going to go through the roof. You're going to find your fights, your hard sparring sessions a ton easier, okay? What I've done, I've got a little video linked here, so if you're reading through the article, you'll see this. Just some examples of heavy bag boxing. Loads of different options you can do. Simple stuff. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't need to do loads of different stuff. Just a few different strikes, bang together, nice and simple. Remember, it's a conditioning workout, it's not a technical workout. Pick a nice simple sequence, 2 or 3 strikes, just repeat them, go to town. All right. I'm sure you know plenty about that. Okay. What we're going to do. Last ones, frequently asked questions. So questions I get about conditioning. Where can you find a full conditioning program? Well, what I've done is I've actually another completely free article that I'm going to break down for you in a different video. I've written a long one that breaks down every different aspect of MMA strength and conditioning. So all the different components, all the different bits. I'm going to link that in a different video up here. All right. Can you do this at home? Another big question I get asked. You can, but you're going to need some equipment, okay? So for the strength workout, you might need like a barbell, a rack, plates. For the power workout, you're going to need something like a med ball. For a conditioning workout, you're going to need a striking bag or a willing partner with some mitts. So look, if you don't have any equipment and you're stuck at home, you can do some kind of bodyweight only work, but it's a short-term option, okay? If you're really serious about improving your strength, your power, your conditioning, specifically for MMA, you're going to need kit. You're going to need equipment, so it's best to either start investing in it or get access to a gym that's going to have that stuff. And then the last one I get asked is MMA training itself like a good workout? I'm like, well, maybe. It can be a good workout, okay? It depends on the type of training. You know, if you're doing lighter, technical, just MMA type drills, you're not going to find it super demanding. You're going to be working on the technique, repeating different elements. On the other hand, more harder, like contact type sparring MMA sessions, great conditioning workout, okay? If you're doing a lot of hard, regular sparring, chances are your conditioning is going to be pretty decent. So it depends what your training looks like at the minute. And then again, what workout should I do? Just the kind of stuff we've talked about again. Are these for beginners? Absolutely. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what level you're at. If you are sort of a beginner, you can totally jump into any of these. Even if you're sort of an intermediate, you can jump into these. What I'd say is start a little bit lighter, start a bit easier. You can always add the weight. You can always add more sets, more reps. You can build these up and build up the intensity. There's absolutely no rush. My golden rule for all of this stuff we've talked about is don't do it in a way that interferes with your actual sport training. So if you're doing sessions that are so hard in the gym that when it comes to your MMA actual practice that you're just battered and you can't do your sessions, you've pushed too hard in the gym, right? So just dial it back a little bit. Remember what you're doing it for, okay? Next steps. That's some article next steps, but sort of the most stuff applies over here, right? So you're watching on YouTube. If you've enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, if you literally got 5 seconds just to hit the like, maybe consider subscribe, maybe even leave me a little comment down below just saying you enjoyed the video, anything you took away from it that was really useful, perhaps even something that you'd like me to cover in the next one, goes a long way, gets this out there to more people, does me an absolute solid, and gives me some ideas of what you want to see in the next video. That's going to do for today. If you want any further like coaching programs, any of that kind of stuff, you can find it all on my website, which is characterstrength.co.uk. And there'll be a link somewhere down in the description or in a box around the page somewhere. That will do for today. I hope you found that useful, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you there.